Hello there, Seb here from Motorhome Dealer Group, and welcome to this video guide on the Truma CP control panel here that's integrated to work with a Truma Aventa air conditioning unit. This video guide is going to explain the additional features that are now present in this combination on the Truma CP panel so that you'll feel comfortable operating the Truma CP panel to operate both your standard Truma heating and hot water alongside your Truma Aventa air conditioning unit. We're not going to go into depth into the standard features of this panel. We do have a separate video guide for that. This is just going to cover the additional features that now come as part of this combination. We're also not going to be covering any troubleshooting or problem solving, so if you are experiencing issues with your equipment on board, please consult your instruction manuals or seek the help of a technical professional. This video guide is just a quick start guide to get you up and running using the Truma CP panel to operate your air conditioning unit. So let's get started. So as mentioned, there isn't really any difference when using this control panel to operate your normal heating and hot water system. So if you are unsure about how to do that, then please refer to the standalone Truma CP video guide for information about how to use this panel to control that. But when controlling this to operate the Truma Aventa air conditioning unit, there are a couple of little differences and some additional features. The first of which you'll notice is this light icon down the bottom, this one just here. This controls the light strips that are on the unit. So we have off, and then we have numbers 1 through to 5. Now as I change these on the fly, there's off, there's 1, there's 2, there's 3, there's 4, and then there's 5. So as you can see, it just gradually gets brighter. Okay, and we can either confirm that setting by pressing the button in, or if you were to leave the control panel so it does its timeout, that will have applied the setting. As you can see, it's timed out, the lights are still on, and when the lights are on, we do have this indicator on the timeout screen there. So you don't actually need to press the button in to confirm that light setting, which is an outlier for how the panel normally operates. Most other settings you do need to confirm by pressing the rotary encoder in order to confirm that setting. I have discovered that if I turn this to 5, so the lights are on, and then I press the back button, the lights do in fact turn back off again. So a back will cancel, but leaving the screen to timeout or confirming will set your new setting. I'm going to leave those lights on. So that's the lights for the unit. Next we have the addition of a menu here. When we go to the heating, we can now choose whether or not we're going to use the heater to control the internal temperature or the air conditioning unit. The heater settings work exactly like the standard Truma CP control panel, where we of course choose our temperature like we would normally, and of course we would have set our energy selection first of all. However, if we were to choose the AC option, we now get off, vent, cool, hot, or auto. Now we'll go through each of these. So off, of course, is going to turn the air conditioning unit off. Vent is going to choose a vent mode. And as you can see, we have this symbol now appear at the top, which is a combination of the normal ventilation symbol we would normally have and also the reciprocating symbol we have in the Truma CP's vent mode, which is still available to us if we use that as well. But this shows us that we have the ventilation mode for the AC on, and we can then go to the vent options here and choose between low, which we're on now, mid, so if I confirm that, we're going to go to a medium fan speed. And you may hear in the background the fan is now kicked into a higher gear. And then we have high, which colours all the fan blades in there. And then, I'm sure you must be able to hear that on camera, that is now blowing very, very aggressively. So those are the settings we have there, low, mid or high. So that's the ventilation options, and then we would go back to the heater, AC, and then turn that to off to turn that off. Now, like I say, with nothing above the screen as normal, we can still use the standard vent mode for the Truma system, and this will then come out of the standard air ducts like these that you see around, just like your normal heating system would on the Truma CP panel. So this is working exactly as the panel normally would. However, like most features here, if I go into the AC and I now turn this to any mode, let's put this back to vent again, it's immediately going to cancel off the existing vent that was turned on and then turn on the AC. So the AC will override any heating option we apply using the normal heater, just so you know. And likewise, if I was to, for example, choose heater and turn the heater on now, that's actually going to turn the AC off and the normal heater will kick in. So just worth bearing that in mind. So I'm going to turn the heater off now. Let's go back to the AC. So with the AC, we have cool. So this is going to allow us to choose a temperature to cool down to. And once we confirm that, we then have the snowflake icon there above the heating symbol, and the AC is going to kick in and do its thing. And if we choose heat or hot, that is going to do the same thing, except we get a radiating symbol here now. So this is basically telling us that the AC is on and it's heating up. Okay, so that is how we recognize the difference there. So just the snowflake on its own means it's cooling down to the target temperature, and the radiating symbol means it's heating up to the target temperature. So we have that there. And then we also have auto, which, as you can see, is a snowflake with the auto, and that is now going to automatically achieve the target temperature. Okay. Now, what you may have also noticed is that whenever we set any of these modes, immediately we are then asked to choose the target temperature. So regardless of what mode of operation we choose, we are always asked then for a temperature from which to try and achieve using that mode. And then to turn the AC off, we simply go to off, and hey presto. Okay, it's off. Now, like I say, the normal heater and the AC will override each other. So if I had the heater running and then I come in here and choose an AC mode and turn the AC on, it will turn off the heating, and everything is then controlled via or your temperatures and everything are all controlled via the AC unit. Likewise, if I have the AC unit running and I come in here and turn the heater on and try and use the normal heating to control the temperature, then that is going to turn off the AC unit. So that's quite an important thing. You can't run the two systems simultaneously. You can't have your heating running, the Truma heater running, and also your AC unit running at the same time, via this control panel at least. And that really is it. There's nothing much really else to talk about, especially not in a quick start guide. Everything else is going to be exactly the same. Of course, it should go without saying, you do need to be connected to mains electric hookup in order to use your AC unit. It consumes a lot of energy, so you do need to be plugged into a mains electric hookup source for that to work. Otherwise, that's how you operate your AC unit. Now, the Truma Aventa can also come with a remote control, much like this as well. This video guide doesn't cover the remote control, so please consult your instruction manuals for that. This video guide really is just about the changes to the Truma CP panel that allow it to operate the Truma Aventa system in conjunction with your normal Truma heating. But hopefully that video guide has helped. Just as a quick recap, the light controls are down here, and the heating controls are all in the heater option, and that allows you to choose what you're going to use to power or control your vehicle's temperature, whether you're using the standard heating system or the AC system. And then you have modes of vent, cool, heat or hot, and auto. And with each selection, you then choose your target temperature, and that mode will then kick in, and the heater and the AC will override each other. So if you have one on and turn the other on, then the first one will shut down in order to power the new system. So if you have your heater on and turn on the AC, the heater will shut off, the AC will turn on. And if you already have your AC running and you choose to turn on your heater, then the AC will power down and the heater will kick in. Hopefully that all makes sense. Hopefully you found this video useful. I'm Sev, and thank you very much for watching.